What is going on, everybody? Woods Walker Outdoors here, and I'm in the bee suit, so you must know what's going on. Maybe I've got it on right. Maybe it's sealed up right. I don't know. First time. But we went and did something today. We still have the swarm trap out, waiting for a potential swarm to come, but I didn't want to get started too late in the season, so we picked up a little nook of bees. Yeah. Get y'all close up on them. Just a little closer. They still got the screen on. They're not the happiest. For the drive here, it was about an hour drive back home. But anyway, we're gonna get them over to the area where we're gonna be keeping them, get them set up. We're gonna pull this little screen off and let them do what's called reorientation flight, so they understand where home is. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. But really excited. So this is a 5-frame Nook. And from his videos and pictures of the Nooks, his Nooks are slap full of bees. They are slap full of brood. His frames are really, really nice. Lot of great reviews on him. He's got 4.9 stars. I found him on Facebook Marketplace. He's kept tons of hives over the time and had a really good price on these Nooks, in my opinion. So I was happy to get a hold of them. So let's get over here and let's get them set up. Okay, so I hope y'all can see everything fairly decent from there. I'll talk a little louder to make sure that you can hear me. I'm going to go ahead and slip my glove on here, my other glove. A couple bees have gotten out inside this net, so I'm gonna throw the gloves on while I take the net off, just to, limit the risk of getting stung a little bit. But I'll go ahead and take this off here. Every layer counts. Go ahead and take it off and give them a little more breathing room here. Take it off the back here. He's got vents in the front and back, and this little screen here on the front. So I'm gonna put this to the side. Maybe it'll fit in here. Yeah, that's good. So what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna move my brood box here that they're gonna be living in. This screen down here is obviously their exit when I take it off. I'm gonna have the smallest reducer entrance on this brood box. So where it's located is right here on this right-hand side. I'm going to set this box up in a manner. I'm gonna move this one, set this one up in a manner where this entrance is right here. Really not much of a difference in height at all for them. They'll figure it out just fine. So I'm gonna set this box right here on the edge of my platform here, not to fall off or anything, but set it right there on the edge. What that does is when I take this screen off, these honeybees are going to be able to fly out. They're gonna realize they're in a different area, different location, and they're gonna do what's called a reorientation flight. And during that reorientation flight, they're learning the area, learning the new spot of their hive, and learning the entrance location of their hive. What box it is doesn't so much matter. They just remember where the hole is, where the entrance is to their home, to their queen, to their brood, etc. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set them here on the back, exactly where this one would be, move this one aside. I'm gonna go ahead and move this box now and set that up. Then I gotta run and grab my rest of my tools to cut this open and get started. So let's move this box over just a bit. Let's make sure. So that box is pretty well the same size. I want to make sure that hole is going to sit right there. So just going to slide this hole a bit over. And I'm not taking it away. I'm going to leave that box here. Just want to make sure that we're going to get these guys set up correctly. So we're going to set them here. Make sure we hang on to it real nice. Oh, look, we already got one flying around here. He got out somehow. That might have been my little accident there. So I'm going to set them right about here. Also, a short little distance like this doesn't seriously matter. They will make that little extra trek to get into that hole. They just remember where they come from is the deal. So this will work out perfect. That's nearly the same entrance area. So I'm gonna run back. I'm gonna get my tools so I can cut this open, and I'm gonna go ahead and set my other tools out here, my hive tool, my frame tool, and stuff like that. That way here in a little bit, when I come back to switch them over, they'll be ready to go. So y'all stay tuned. Okay, so did I go a little bit overboard with everything I brought out here? Probably. I went ahead, brought my whole bag, just because I'm not sure what I might need, what I might want, things like that, you know. So it's all right here, and probably going to be, you know, using this hive tool here after a while when I get ready to switch them over. So I'm going to go ahead and get my little pocket knife out here real fast. Okay, so I'm going to be using my little old timer pocket knife just for good luck. I've had this a very, very long time. I would be posting this video today. How lucky is it that it's Saturday and this is my YouTube day, YouTube posting day. So yeah, here we go. A little anxious, a little nervous, you know, just to be honest, because, you know, I've learned so much about these bees. I've been reading and watching and studying, you know, over the last 3 years, and I've had interest for a long time to do them, and finally getting to do this. I have a couple people willing to show me some things, and I can, you know, ask questions, plenty of stuff online. Even the guy that I got these from, you know, he's willing to tell me and teach me things as it goes along. So really, really cool, and I'm hoping that this really takes off and becomes something. But you still, you know, as with anything, being new to it, you still just feel anxious about it, you know. It's like, what if I do this wrong? What if I do that? You know, I'm just so worried, you know, because I don't want to hurt these guys, you know, and I don't think I will, but I don't know how to explain it. I have a deep connection with nature and a lot of things, as you know, deeper than most know, because, you know, some people think you're weird for being that way. But anyway, I have a deep connection with nature. You know, I love it. I love everything about it. I love everything we have on this earth, everything that lives. And so these are another creature like that, and there's a bunch of them. You know, I don't want to, you know, I wanted to make sure I do everything right. And I think being worried, from what I've been told, means you care, means you're going to really try to do right. And I am. I'm really going to really do right by these guys. And I hope this goes a long ways. By the way, these are Italian honeybees, is what these are. And yeah, so here we go. Let's open the entrance up and see how they do. I'm gonna stand to the side. I was told, wear a bee suit when you do this. They're gonna be a little irritated from the ride and everything. So here goes nothing. Y'all watch this happen with me. Really excited here. Make sure I get this to the side. This little bit of tape here. Looks like he has staples on the string here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these staples out while I hold this here. Boy, they are, you can hear them, they are raring to go. Staples are out. I'm about to release them. I'm gonna stand behind just to kind of limit the, you know, bees coming at me. Here we go. Thank you, Lord, for this opportunity. How exciting. So, from what I've watched and read a little bit, you know, about the temperament of bees, the whole hitting your screen really hard, things like that. Nobody's bumping me. Nobody's really hitting me hard. A couple of them when they catch that breath. But, I mean, they're interested in me. They're not sure what I am. I'm sure they've seen, you know, the other fella mess with them some, but everything's new. This whole area is new. You can see them, how they're flying. Let me back away. You can see they are a little irritated, a little bit, but not bad, I don't think. So what they're doing, you see how they're flying. They're coming out and they're flying in these circular patterns. And they're trying to understand, try to talk a little louder, I don't know if y'all can hear me well. These honeybees are trying to do a reorientation flight, what I told you about a minute ago. they're not sure where they are. They're not sure what's going on. So they're going out and they're doing these flip arounds and these orientation flights, checking out the area, checking out what's going on, landing back at their hive. And then they get that in their memory where home is. So really cool. Not as many left the hive as I figured would. You know, I didn't know if they were going to come pouring out pretty heavy or not, but they look like they're doing good. They look like they're checking everything out. And they are going back to that box. They know that's home, so they're doing well with that. Really, really cool. Let me get y'all over here a little closer. All right, let's come over here and get a little closer and check them out. You know, I don't want to bother them too much, disturb them too terribly much. This is so cool. So cool. When I move fast, obviously I need to be moving a little slower. When I move fast, they do kind of come at me. You know, they're irritated. They're not sure what's going on. They've been moved. This is a new place, and they want to protect their home and their queen. And you know, it's all understandable. You know, it's the thing is with honeybees, or what I'm seeing right now, what I've thought about them is, you know, it's not like cows and goats and chickens and dogs where we kind of domesticate them and they become, you can make them friendly, you know, they become, you know, a part of your life. They stay where you put them for the most part. Honeybees, that doesn't work. So I believe honeybees can get to know you, know who you are, know you showing up and doing your thing and get used to that, you know, to an extent. But they're still wild, you know, they are wild beings. They are wild animals. And, you know, they do what they're going to do. They do what they want to do. But this is really cool. So you can check them out right here. I want to show you real fast. I don't know if you can see them with the sun, the way it is. Do you see them fanning and sticking their rears up in the air? So apparently when they're doing that, they're releasing a pheromone. I believe this is what they're doing. They're releasing that pheromone saying, this is home. This is home. This is the entrance. Here it is. Come back here, you know. So while these guys are reorientating, you know, checking out the new area, they know, hey, this is home. This is where it is. This is back here. So that's all they're doing right now. Nobody's leaving and going super far off from what I'm seeing. They're all learning this spot. This is home. And I hope they love it. We got the garden right over here. Big, beautiful garden over here. I've got all this pen area. I've showed y'all down here before, all this room and property we've got, flowers and blooms and clover, everything. It's going to be beautiful for them. You know, they can travel 2, 3, 4, they can travel very far. Typically 2 miles is what they run from what I read, harvesting and foraging and stuff. But with my property, the way I take care of it and allow all this lush growth and flowering and all this, I think they're going to love it. So anyway, here after a while, I want to wait till the wife gets home and maybe get a couple other people over here to watch the transfer. He did tell me, some people say leave this here 24 hours, but he did tell me he doesn't do the 24-hour thing. He believes shortly after, within a hour, few hours, come back out here, transfer them into the new box, because if you left them here for 2 days like this, with the way him telling me, with the way his nooks are, as full as they are, they would be swarming pretty quickly. So I think I'm talking too much. This one's a little angry. He woke up on the wrong side of the bed and he chose violence. He's all over me. I don't know if y'all can see this one in particular. Boy, he is buzzing all around me. He is not happy with me. Lordy, lordy. Anyways, guys, let me get my finger out of the camera. This is so awesome. We're starting this journey. I hope it takes us a long ways. I hope we do a lot of things with this. I'm going to enjoy it. I hope the family enjoys it. Enjoy the honey and spreading the honey, and maybe even, you know, maybe even start a little business off of this one day. I don't know. We'll see what comes. Thank y'all for watching. As always, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And any beekeepers out there who have been long-term beekeepers, I know there's 100 different ways to take care of bees. But if you have a little advice for me starting out, fresh Nuc, things like that, please leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear it and love to soak up the advice and take it in. And I write stuff down to remember. So thank y'all anyway. And again, y'all have a great, wonderful day. Yeah, buddy. All right, now y'all have to spend the next, next day saying goodbye to every single one of these bees. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. All right, that's enough. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.